Coping with MECFS, Chapter 4, Grieve What You've Lost. Losing your health is a significant event. It's natural to feel sad, angry, or disappointed. When you lose the ability to work, engage in social activities, and take care of yourself, among other things, it's normal to grieve. Give yourself time to process what has happened, find ways to cope, determine how to manage, and find meaning going forward. Remember, grief is an individual thing. There are as many ways to grieve as there are people. There's no right or wrong way, and there's no timeline to follow. Be patient with yourself as you face all that you've lost or missed out on. 1. See your situation for what it is. You don't need to downplay it nor exaggerate it. Simply be honest about the reality of your circumstances and be candid about what you think and feel about your life. Even if you have nothing positive to say at this point, that's okay. Start from a place of honesty and go from there. 2. Hold on to the fact that this illness doesn't define you. It may have turned your life upside down or stolen your independence. You may change in some ways as a result, but you aren't less of a person. You still have worth and value. Nothing can truly take that away. 3. Be assured that if you got sick as a child, teen, or young adult, it's understandable for you to grieve. Perhaps you didn't get the opportunity to go to college, move out on your own, launch a career, or start a family. Grieving isn't only for what you had and then lost. It's also for what you didn't get to experience in the first place. It's normal to grieve what could have been. 4. Understand that it's natural if you struggle to believe this has happened to you. Getting this disease is a big blow, and it takes time to face that. 5. Accept that it's normal to feel angry or depressed, or any emotion actually. You've experienced a huge loss that has likely hindered or interrupted your plans and stolen your dreams. There's no right or wrong way to feel about that. Acknowledge your emotions, whatever they may be. 6. Take the time you need. You're in a position where you need to rethink every part of your life. It's draining to figure out how to manage physically, financially, mentally, and emotionally. It's all right if it takes time. 7. Know that if your health declines further and you lose more as a result, it's normal to grieve again. You may find yourself going through this process more than once. While wearisome, this doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It simply means there's more grief work to do if your health changes. 8. Grieve the loss of relationships. There may be people in your life who aren't supportive. Whether you lose the closeness you once had with others or lose them from your life completely, it's natural to grieve. 9. Work toward acceptance and understand what that does and doesn't mean. A. Accepting this illness doesn't mean you've given in. You couldn't have prevented this, and it isn't your fault. You didn't get sick because you let it happen. B. Acceptance doesn't mean you've given up. You don't have to stop trying to get better or hoping there will be a treatment someday. C. Accepting this disease doesn't mean you're okay with being sick. It means you aren't denying it. D. Acceptance means you acknowledge that you became sick. Your life has changed, and it may be permanent. It also means you're contemplating how you'll manage, as well as continue on in some way. 10. Keep some things in mind as you try to move forward. A. Accept that you'll have unanswered questions. Certainly, it's reasonable to wonder why this happened to you, and it's natural to search for hope and answers. That said, there's still much research to be done on this illness. Things may change someday, but for the present, perhaps you can save yourself some frustration if you accept that there will be some unanswered questions. For now, focus on what you do know and what you can do to treat your symptoms. D. Search for new meaning in your life. It may look different than what you imagined or be much smaller, but it can be something that matters. Your life can still make a difference to someone. E. Learn to celebrate small victories. For example, when you're able to do something you haven't done for a while, no matter how small, make the most of it. Is there a reason I'm still here? I rest for hours every day. I have no choice since illness came. It's robbed me of so very much, and makes me feel my life is lame. I'm to the point I cannot work, seems all I do is take up space. I can't have fun or socialize, my life now feels like such a waste. The time rolls on, it never waits, the minutes, hours, come and go, as I just lie here, day by day, the healthy times, I miss them so. I've grieved the loss of many things, so much of life has been erased. I think of past abilities, but now what's left is just a trace. At least that's how it feels some days, but even so I know deep down that there's a reason I'm still here, a purpose why I'm still around. It's true that I am limited, yet there are things that I can do. I walk with others and relate to challenges they're going through. When I am able, I can say uplifting words to show I care, can help my peers feel less alone, relate with burdens others share. When I can make a person laugh or help someone feel understood, although I'm limited, I still can be a part of something good. If I can touch another's life, can share in what another's faced, although life's hard, I still can know my time on earth is not a waste. From the free ebook Coping with MECFS, written and narrated by Laurie Glass.